like some insights, navigate the night. Truth in every state, pen and bitches so right. Love to with a brand new secret. Yo, no, listen to the soul star. Pull your woman that you can't ignore. The heart of biggest thing. The words you can't ignore. Let the Raiders fall. I am. Let the truth unfold. Las Vegas in our veins, like a story told. Yeah. People went through the speakers, shaking up your soul. The Lunatic Radio Show, always on a roll. Skylights in the desert, feel the rhythm of the beat. We're setting in the stage, making history in the heat. Voices rise and fall in a city that never sleeps. Yeah. The radio show keeps spinning. The secrets Vegas keeps. Let the Raiders roll. Let the truth unfold. Las Vegas in our veins, like a story told. Yeah. Keep moving through the speakers, shaking up your soul. Yeah. The Lunatic Radio Show, always on a roll.
and gentlemen, may I have your attention, please? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Welcome.
Now, Geno Smith, fam, you were 10 for 16, 67 motherfucking passing yards. Now, you and your team, y'all practiced all week. Y'all watched film all week. Y'all hung out. Y'all went to the movies. Y'all listened to each other, lie to each other all through the week. And you come out here on this Sunday day in Kansas City against a division opponent and you throw for 67 motherfucking yards. Boy, you can't talk to me on that flight home. You can't say a motherfucking thing to me. If I'm Geno, I'm on the phone with my agent. Fam, it ain't looking good. I know it ain't. What you hearing? Shit, well, shit, I need to store a package. That's gotta be what it is at this point. I know it, because you got your money now, so, but your ass gotta get out of Las Vegas, you know. Boy, you hitting the bed each and every motherfucking week. I've been rooting for you. Come on, bro. I even killed my lineup again today. You can't throw for 200 yards, dog. You can't throw for 200 yards. NFL team can't throw for 200 goddamn yards? Man, are you kidding me?
Rise, my nation. Gather around and prepare. Our pride will be restored. Our shadow will fall with wicked damnation. Rise, my nation. Rise. This is your nation. This is our nation. This is the Raider Nation. Can you dig it?
What is the deal, Raider Nation? Welcome to another episode of the Lunatic Raider Show right here on Raiders Allegiance with your boy Lunatic Raider, man. We're going to have our little daily conversation, rumors spreading, flying through the air about the Raiders, the Cowgirls, Max Crosby, all kind of stuff going on. But we're gonna address it. We're gonna talk to it, talk about the current events and news within Raider Nation, man. It is Tuesday on your weekly dial, man. I appreciate y'all for pulling up. Shout out to the world's most dangerous chat, man. Thank y'all for pulling up once again, supporting your dude. You feel me? Shout out to everybody out there, man. We got Robert Pena in the building, man. Salute to you, man. You know what it is.
Matter time. There you go. There you go.
Yes, indeed. That's a big dog in the building, man. Salute to you, my brother. Hope all is well. Billy Davis is in the house, man. What it is, what it was, and what it always shall be, man. One nation. SoCal Sal in the building, man. What it is, and he came back dropping that shit.
Matter time. There you go. There you go.
Oh, yeah, we actively in this chat today. Mike G in the building, man. Salute to you. Hope all is well. Appreciate you. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Who else we got up here? Okay, I got him. Eric Holloway in the building, man. You know what it is, bruh.
Matter time. There you go. There you go.
There you go. There you go. You know what? Oh, Bobblehead Pete. That's a fitting name for him. Bobblehead Pete in the building. Let's go, man. Who else we got up in this building, man? Let me see. We got the usual suspects. We got we got Raider Paul in the building coming in with
Matter time. There you go. There you go.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. We got Huey P in the building, man, dropping them Raiders on their head.
Matter time. There you go. There you go.
Literally and figuratively. Dropping them on their head, man. That's how they played Sunday. Like they got dropped on their head, man. But hey, we move on. It is a bye week. So hey, at least we ain't gonna lose this weekend. I got $100 on the Raiders not to lose this weekend. Hey, it'd be fucked up if the bye beat our ass. Hey, shout out to everybody, man. We got Captain Point in the building, man. Salute to you. Hope all is well. Who else we got up in here? Let me see. Get the chili. What it is, man. Salute. Salute, man. Hope all is well, man. Thank you for pulling up. Yes, sir, man. Who else we got up in here, man? I'm scrolling. I'm trying to catch up with y'all, man. Yes, indeed. Let me see. Marcus Banks in the building, man. Salute to you. Hope all is well. Appreciate you for pulling up this afternoon, late evening, wherever you are on the globe. You feel me? All right. So, yeah, man, we already know our Raiders got their ass kicked on Sunday against the motherfucking Queens, 31-0. We got a bye week this week. Coming out the bye the following Sunday, we have Jacksonville Jaguars at home. I I don't even know what to expect, man. I ain't guessing shit. I ain't predicting shit. I'm just going, like I said earlier this year, I'm just gonna get my popcorn and watch. I want to watch this. Either it's gonna be a circus or it's gonna be a hellified show. We are 2-5 at the 7-game mark, 7th week. You know, 2 more, and here's the crazy shit. As bad as we looked in those losses, except for the Bears, we wasn't great either, but we should have won that. With those losses, do you guys we're only 2 games away from tying last year's record. I'm just saying. We're 2 wins away from tying next year's record, and I know for certain we are going to win at least another 2 games. Come on, bro. It's just the heavens can't hate us that bad. I help little old women cross the street. You know what I mean? I do my best. Why, as Raider fans, we can't just like, bruh? I mean, like, what? Okay, we'll give you 3 Super Bowls, and after that, nada for the rest of your career. No, we deserve more. Alec M in the building, man. Salute to you. Compose instead of compete. Hey, compete less. That's what they are. They're a competeless team right now. I don't see no competition. Matter of fact, let's go ahead and get into the daily news, man, of what's going on within Raider Nation, man. Let's pull this up. Here we go right here. Let me get the microphone, please. One check. Microphone check. 1 2 1 2. Okay, we on. So Raiders report update. Pete Carroll and John Spytek jobs are not in any jeopardy, and they will not be fired at the end of the season. Mark Davis stated today that he is trusting the process with both Carroll and Spytek and letting them do their jobs. He stated that he trusts the hires he made. Now, see what I heard, and I'm hearing that he doesn't want excuses. I heard they were in the building. People want to, apologize. No, don't apologize. Fix it. We want to find solutions. That's what Mark Davis was trying to do. I don't believe in firing Pete Carroll now. I mean, you can't. I mean, we paying like 5 coaches right now, and 4 of them ain't coaching. Us, that is. But we ain't got no choice. Fuck it. Prove us wrong. Go, let them go through the process. Let's see them go through the route, because I know they was trying to win now and then also build for the future. But like I said, for the the Members Only Monday show, you can only give 100% to one thing. You can't multitask and give those other tasks 100%. It's impossible. You can go 99-1 at the least, but that one thing that's only getting 1% of your time, how is that going to flourish? So what they need to do is win now, great, but that's not what you focus on. Focus on building this team for the future. That's all we care about. Not winning now would have been fun. It would have been nice. Hee hee ha ha. Yes, it would have been nice, but that's not our goal. Our goal is to build a franchise for the long haul, to be competitive. See the word compete in competitive? To be competitive for the long run, not just for 1 or 2 years like a win now mentality. So my thing is, let them do their shit. Because every damn team every coach we brought in here was a win now type minded. That's what we wanted, win now. And you got to be realistic. You're not gonna win now with this roster. You got a couple of guys on here that's what you build around, but this whole team ain't meant to be built around those guys. We gotta keep this shit in perspective. That's why I can't really have high hopes. Now we see what it is. We waited 7 weeks. We know what we are. We not that team. We not, at least not yet. We got good pieces. You know what I mean? We got damn good pieces. So, okay, let them go through the process then. Go through the process. If you fail, then you already know what it's time to do. Pack your bags and go. But we got to let them go through the process. Prove us as Raider Nation wrong that your process is going to work. Be patient. I understand that. You know what I mean? I understand that. Patience is a virtue. I know all that patience. You know what I mean? All the good proverbs out there with patience. You know what I mean? So, hey, do your thing. I'm not going to even sit every week. I'm not going to expect y'all to be great. You're gonna get some wins. There's gonna be some days you have some good days. And this thing with Gino, bruh, what the fuck is wrong with Gino? Bruh, you about to get hit with a charge by a female that's gonna take all your paper or something? Cause you playing scared. You playing scared like you about to lose it all. And if you keep playing that way, you will lose it all. God dang. Huey P in the building, salute. Let me see what else we got up in the building, man. That's right. Hit that like button, man. Hit that like button, y'all, for your guy, man. Hey, leave me a comment. If you're new here, hey, leave a comment. You know, let's get this algorithm cracking, man. Leave a comment, hit that like button, man. Hit that notification bell as well. And if you're not subscribed, please do so. Once we hit 3,000 subs, I will be giving away a TV, brand new TV out the box to one lucky subscriber, man. Once we hit 3,000 subs, right now we are at 2480. Last time I checked, 2480. Working our way to it, man. I know it's a slow grind, but it's a grind nonetheless. So with that being said, man, go Raiders, man, for real, for real. But back to what we were talking about. We have no choice but to let Pete Carroll, Spy Tech do their thing, man. Long term. Now we know that Pete Carroll only has a 3-year deal with a 4th-year team option. Oh, that's enough time. You gave him a perfect contract. That for like the length of the contract, let him do his thing then. Let's sit back. All of us, don't get too high, don't get too low. Let's see what their process looks like. We can sit here and listen to what their process is, which what they were trying to do. And I mentioned that they want to win now and build for the future. That's an impossible feat, bruh. Because one of them two options that you're working on, winning now and winning in the long term, is not. Matter of fact, both of them will not receive 100% of your attention. Period. Spy Tech will not be able to. We're wasting money on guys to win now, and we're not winning now when we can use that money for guys to win tomorrow. The young guys. You know what I mean? And just because, and when I say money, I'm not saying sign free agents. You need money if you're going to make a big time transaction in a trade of somebody with a high salary. If there's somebody out there that's young, that's maybe they're disgruntled, they want to get traded. Kendricks, if you got the money to bring them in on a big deal, that's why you need the money. To be able to bring them in on a lopsided deal. You can, and that team might want to shed contract money and cap salary money by getting rid of those big contracts, and we have the money to go ahead and absorb it. So that's another thing of having big money, which we will have next year. Now, don't go out there signing like 38-year-old veterans. No, go out there and get the 28-year-olds, the disgruntled guys that got talent, but they don't want to be where they're at right now. Or maybe that team feels like it was a big mistake to give them that big deal. And speaking of big deals and moving on, let's move on next to the next news at hand. We're hearing rumors that the Cowboys have made trade inquiries to the Raiders about Max Crosby. Here's another one. Now, this is what puzzles me with Dallas. This is why Dallas is the team that they are. They're the asshole of America. They're not America's team. They're America's asshole. Plain and simple. Why do you let one defensive end walk off because he wants a new contract, a big contract, and you didn't want to pay him, but now you want to trade for Max Crosby with a big contract? That lets me know Dallas scratching their head knowing, you know what? You know we done fucked up, don't you? You know we done fucked up letting old boy walk. We done fucked up. We got to recoup this. We're the highest ranking offense in the league, but our defense is last. We need help on defense. Now, if you're in rebuild mode, and I'm going to ask everybody in the chat, everybody that's watching, if you're in rebuild mode and you're building, now you're going to focus 100% attention on building this team for tomorrow. And the next, when I say tomorrow, I'm not literally meaning tomorrow. I'm talking about for the future. To really be one of them type of teams that's mentioned in Super Bowl contention every year, in order to do that, we got to build. And we need draft picks to do it the right way. Now, I said before, I wouldn't want to trade Max because he's the heart and soul of this team. But at the same time, if Max asked to be traded, you would have to honor that man's wishes for the fact all that he has given his team. And in return, Dallas, we want 3 first-round picks. Yeah. You really want them, and you got Dallas by the balls if you want to make this move, because Dallas is desperate. Why else would they? Like I said, why would you let a guy walk that you already had at defensive end, and you didn't want to pay him, but you want to trade for a guy that you will have to eat that contract when we do trade, if we did trade him to you, Max Crosby, that is. So they're desperate. They're desperate for a defensive end. So if you're desperate, okay then. Show us how desperate you are. Get down on them knees. You already know. Get down on them knees then. And I ain't talking about begging. Get down on them knees and show me how desperate you are. We want 3 first-round picks. We want 3 first-round picks. Matter of fact, we might even want a player from your. You know what? We won't even hurt you that hard. We'll take a couple of first rounders, and there might be a player on your offense, like a lineman, because you got a damn good offensive line, and Dak is doing his thing on the offensive side of the ball. We need to fix this offensive line, so let us get one of them guys off of your offensive line. So instead of giving us all them first round picks, just give us a couple of first rounders and let us pick one of your offensive linemen. Minus your left tackle. We got Colton Miller. We need him to be healthy. We want a guard. Or matter of fact, let me see who you got on your roster anyway. That's what the Raiders should be. If we're gonna rebuild, we gotta face the music. You gotta trade assets. You got to. Another name that popped up, Michael Mayer. Would you put Michael Mayer on the trade block? Jacoby Myers. Oh, speaking of Jacoby Myers, let's move on to the next topic of today's news. Raiders Jacoby Myers confirms he wants to be traded still. So he still wants to go. Somebody wants him. You know who just lost a receiver for the rest of the year with a broken clavicle? Tampa Bay. That's old Spy Tech's stomping ground. I would expect Spy Tech to contact Tampa Bay and see what they want for Jacoby Myers, because now they're in a desperate situation. They lost last night in a good game. So we thought in a good game against Detroit, and they lost their wide receiver. I just had his name too, and the OG man, the big 6'5" cat. They need a wide receiver. They're still in contention. They only have 2 losses on the season. Is it 2? Yeah, 2. Yeah, 2 losses. Tampa Bay got 2 losses now. They're still in the mix. They need a wide receiver. Who we got? Who we got that's available? Jacoby Myers. Now, this is a situation everybody was saying, well, maybe a 4th. No, you don't trade Jacoby Myers for a 4th. Why? Because that's what you'll probably get from him if he walks in free agency as a compensatory pick, will probably be in the 4th round. But with Tampa Bay being in the predicament that they in, you might be able, with luck, fingers crossed, can squeeze a 2nd round pick in them, because they know the picks that they're going to have. If they want to keep winning, Tampa Bay, that is, the picks are going to be low. We're not going to get a 1st for them. A 3rd would be, I would love a 3rd, but a 3rd would probably be, depending on where they're finished, they'll probably finish in the 20s as far as ranking the way Tampa Bay looks. Tampa Bay got a solid team in the NFC. NFC don't really, you know what I mean? To me, it's an up for grabs type of conference. So maybe you can get maximum 2nd round pick for Jacoby Myers, which is highly doubtful. But we don't know what Spy Tech, his relationships with Tampa Bay are there. So we don't know, and they're desperate. Tampa Bay needs a wide receiver now. And I seen that play, man. Dude got tackled, and the Detroit defender was on top of him, and he landed on his right shoulder, Evans, and broke his clavicle, and he got a concussion, from what I heard. I knew it was a shoulder because I said, oh, look, he landed on that right shoulder with the dude's weight and his own weight on it. I said that it might be a shoulder injury, and lo and behold, shoulder injury. Yep. Let me see. Huey P. Jacoby for a 3rd, and y'all can have him and shit. It all depends on what players they have to ask in return. Like, are they really that type of player to really come in, or do we want to draft our own shit coming out of college, and all we got to do is do the safe route in the draft? Grab the for sure thing. Don't take gambles like a Tyree Wilson. Don't take gambles on shit like that. Go for the sure thing when it's time to pick. Brock Bowers was a for sure thing. Ashton Genty was a for sure thing. That's the kind of picks that we got to stay within our realms in the ballpark and just go get those solid players and put them together. That's all we got to do. The sure thing playing guard, and you know what I mean, or the sure thing playing tackle or center or whatever position, corner. Hit up Rick Woolen in Seattle is on the trade block. That's a cornerback you can put with Porter and let them. Rick Mullen is last year of his rookie deal, and Porter is a rookie, but they're damn near the identical same measurables, bruh. That's the crazy shit. Both 6'4", one runs a 4.3, the other one's a 4.26. Those are the corners that you need if you want to try to build the defense that Pete Carroll wants. See, we're going hard sometimes on the coaches, which sometimes is deserved. But look what the fuck he has to coach. Kai Blue Kelly? Is he the answer? Really? No, that's what that was trash heap type, and not calling them trash. That's recyclables. We don't want recyclables. We want brand new shiny shit. I don't want your bike. I don't want your hand-me-downs. Let me go get my own shit. So we want to accumulate draft picks. Even if we get multiple first-round draft picks or whatever picks we get, now we're talking. Now we're talking, because now you have assets to maneuver in the draft like Spy Tech did this last draft by trading back. We got a gang of young guys that what they were trying to do in a philosophy of win now while building for the future. This is why the rookies aren't out there playing. Not because they can't, but they're developing them for the long haul. We're going to get them mentally. They're going to know the system like the back of their hand. We're going to get them stronger in the gym. You know what I mean? We're going to put them on a regimen for a good year. Let them build up muscle. Let them work on their skill set. And then we're going to take the leashes off of them year 2. I can see Besh out there now. See, this is all learning. The snaps are learning opportunities for Besh at wide receiver. Thornton, wide receiver. Even Genty is learning. Genty's going to be way better than what we see. That's the scary part. He's going to be way better. We got to get that offensive line addressed. And getting multiple draft picks is going to have to be the path we take. Because grabbing this shit off the street, now we grabbing somebody else onto the practice squad from the Giants who ain't really that good from what I'm hearing. DJ Turner is back on the practice squad. McClendon Curtis got released from the practice squad. I forgot who else got released too. So they're out there looking for shit. They're right now what they're fucking with is depth. Possible guys we can develop, which if they become a starter, that's a plus. Like, oh, we didn't expect you to be a starter, but since you're here, you know what I mean? This is depth. One thing we really lack is depth. I don't want to draft depth. I want to draft starters, potential Pro Bowlers, even first time or second time all team type potential guys like a Bowers and the Genties that we got. That's what we need to do. If we're going to do it, let's do this shit right. Let's not half stepping. We don't need a half step doing this shit. And that's what you were doing, trying to win now and build for the future. You're half-stepping in both directions. We half-step, win now. The record shows you 2-5, and we're half-step working for the future, building for the future, because these guys are all being developed and not in the game yet. There's going to be a day when the Charles Grants and the Calebs and the JJ McGee's and the Hemingways, there's going to be a day when these guys become starters. And this is what they're not over consuming them with too much information. They're hand feeding them slowly. And when it's time, it's gonna be time. Then we're gonna all find out if these guys are good draft picks. That's all we got to do patience is what we're going to have to live with. That's the only thing we got. We can't do nothing else. You said you're not sure if Genty is a Pro Bowler, big dog. I didn't say he was a Pro Bowler, but he has the potential. You can't tell me behind that weak ass line, he didn't do shit to make you be like, ooh, come on now. And it was more than one ooh factor. Let's not get it twisted. Let's not act like he didn't have 3 touchdowns in a game. Let's not act like he had over 100 yards from scrimmage more than once behind a soft ass offensive line. Come on now, bruh. We gotta come on now. I know we know better than that. We know this line ain't shit. Why you think Geno's under pressure and can't get rid of the ball, getting sacked? What we give up one time? How many sacks we give? Geno got sacked so far this time. If he ain't throwing interceptions, he's getting sacked. And you think Genty's gonna do something behind that line? Nigga, not even motherfucking Walter Payton or motherfucking Barry Sanders would do shit behind that line. They're in the backfield after the ball snapped. JPJ's getting pushed all the way back into the court. Man, bruh. Now, I know who he went up, Chris Jones. I know who he went up against. But damn, show some kind of resolve. You know what I mean? You're supposed to be that guy. You got fucking manhandled. I mean, I seen the replays. I'm like, damn. And to the point where this motherfucker on the sideline drinking fucking vodka from the bottle. Salute to the nation. I'm sipping on some scissor. Come on, we gotta get better players. That's what it is. We up here playing with the same old shit, thinking a different outcome. The same motherfuckers from last year we got here. We hoping for a different outcome. JPJ was here. Meredith was here. Glaze was here. Same shit. Same shit. How we do in rushing last year? Oh, that's right. We were last in the league in rushing last year. But you think you gonna get Genty and that's gonna change behind that same O-line? No. Stop it. They're gonna commit you. J-Dog in the building, man. Salute to you. Get Genty O-line and watch what happens. Get Genty O-line and watch what happens. You gave Genty the ball. How many times did Genty carry the ball yesterday? 4 or 5 times? 6 carries? Six carries, and we gonna talk Pro Bowl on 6 carries. When he got more carries, what did he do? He bust their ass. He bust their ass like a penitentiary penis. Pause. I don't know. Should I pause that one? Because the intent was there. I'm just asking. I'm asking for a friend. Oh my God. Fullback might be a good option, you know what I mean, to go deal with. And Lincoln Kennedy made a good point of put one of them, since we got Michael Mayer is out and Bowers is out, he said, why not? You can still go 12 personnel, but use a tight end in the backfield like a fullback. Fuck it. Let's get JJ Pegues. Let's get some athletic big men that can block. Let's do that shit. Let's get a JJ Pegues or a Hemingway as a fullback, and let's get Genty behind him, and let's see what we can do with that. I guarantee you might as well use these rookies in some kind of capacity. They're collecting dust on the sideline. I know it's nice to have a 6'4" on switches under the tarp, but what the fuck is the use of it under the tarp if you ain't gonna get it out and rev that motherfucker up on the boulevard one time? Exactly. We need to upgrade the offensive line, bro. That's the one main problem on this offense. Period. That's all we need is to fix the O-line. That's got to be priority number 1. Quarterback, definitely go quarterback in this draft because this quarterback draft is going to be deep with talent. Hands down. And you sit him for 1 year. You do not start him. You got to rock with Geno, unfortunately, but I don't think Geno, because Geno done showed us he's good. Geno done showed us he could take Seattle to the playoffs. That's what you know what I mean? Like, we done seen this shit. But we understand our roster, and if we look at our the components on this roster, it's like, damn, a bunch of Radio Shack components. Is Radio Shack even open anymore? Does motherfucker even buy components anymore and build their own boards and shit? I'm just wondering. Because as a kid, that's what we used to do. When I took electronics, we was making sirens and making TV jammers, and we was soldering our own components and shit on a board. I remember Radio Shack had all that shit. What happened to Radio Shack? Oh my goodness. Shout out to everybody, man. We got Jason Downs in the building, man. Salute. Billy Davis, Mike G, Alec M in the building, Eric Holloway. Yeah, we in here. J-Dog in the building. Huey P. Raider Rich in the building. SoCal Sal in the building. But no matter any of who else I got up in here? Get the Chili in the building, man. Salute. Giving everybody they love and respect, man. Desert Raider in the building, man. Salute to you. And he says it too. Upgrading the O-line is all spy tech, and you better not fuck it up. And I agree with you 199%. The O-line got to get fixed. It got to get fixed, bruh. We're not going to have any hope on offense. Offense looks wretched. I'm like, ugh. That kind of wretched. Like, you know, you seen that broad in the club in the dark, and when the lights came on when the club ended, that kind of wretched. That's what that O-line looked like. Our O-line looked like when the lights come on in the club and that bitch you was dancing with smiles in your face. And she looked like a fucking jack-o'-lantern at the mouth. You put a glow stick in her throat, she looked like a fucking Halloween decoration. That's what this O-line looked like. I don't know if they want to go. We won't gain. See, Patrick Graham, you got to let him go elsewhere, bro. Because like I said, if he becomes coach elsewhere, that's 2 third-round picks off top. That's more picks to add to building this roster. You feel me? Look out here cracking up. Hey, that's what the O-line look like, though. The O-line look like that bitch in the club that when the lights come on when it's over, you finally get to see what she really look like, and that shit is, like it almost make you pee on yourself. And keeping in the theme of Halloween, that's all I'm doing, y'all. Shout out to everybody. If you're out here in Vegas on Halloween, man, let's fuck with Fremont Street, man. I'm gonna be out there costumed up, you know, with the ghosts and goblins. It be cracking on Fremont Street on Halloween. I'm gonna tell y'all, and it's a Friday night too. Oh my God. Last year, me and Peaches went out there, and I got us a room at. There's a hotel. El Cortez is noted to be in a haunted hotel. They got all kinds of stories of some hauntings going on there. We stayed there last Halloween. I went to do it on Halloween. Like, I don't believe in that shit, but if you could prove me wrong, like Pete Carroll, I'm a believer. But we stayed the night there. Ain't no bump. The only bumps that was the only bumps on the bump board on that night was this ghost here. You feel me? I was knocking the fuzz off that peach. Let me quit. I'm fucking retarded right now. Oh my God, that was a good night. This Halloween, yeah, I'm gonna knock the pit out that motherfucker. No, let me quit. Shout out to Peaches. Is she watching? No, she ain't watching yet. She gonna see this shit later though. Yes indeed, yes indeed. Let me pull this off the screen, man. That's all the news for right now that I know of. But yeah, man, the Raiders got to address this offensive line. Like I say, I'm not gonna get too invested in, you know what I mean? If you win, hey, we won. If we don't win, same old Raiders. Like I said, you're not gonna catch me, you know what I mean, kicking a can down the street, plucking petals off a flower, talking about she loves me not. That ain't happening. I ain't the depressed type. Fuck being depressed. I'm gonna get pissed off the whole time to time, but I'm not gonna be depressed. Fuck, I got too much shit in life to worry about these motherfucking Raiders disappointing me because they didn't win. That's the way that shit go. That's the way love goes. Ain't that the way love goes? It's a love-hate relationship. I love you when you win, and I hate the fact when you lose. You know what I mean? But hey, salute to the nation. Like I say, without you, there's no me, and without us, there's no nation. There's only one nation, and that's the motherfucking Raider Nation, man. Salute to y'all. Sipping on some scissor. They was like, what are you drinking? Oh, yeah, that's that lean. Shout out to everybody. No, I don't drink that shit, man. I ain't drinking no lean. Shout out to everybody on Instagram. Y'all over there thicker than thieves, thicker than bullseye barbecue sauce, and thicker than Amber Rose. Yes, indeed. Shout out to everybody on here, man. I appreciate y'all. If y'all have not done so, please subscribe to the channel. Hit that like button. Leave a comment. Maybe share this motherfucking video and become a subscriber to the channel so we can get 3,000 subs for that free TV giveaway. That's brand new in the box. I bullshit you not. Bars. I'm going platinum 1 year. But yeah, man, I'm not gonna let this motherfucking shit bring me down. I'm a toss back my tequila, knock down my Coronas, and give 2 middle fingers to the team we playing. Fuck the bye, and fuck Jacksonville, and fuck the donkeys too. And the Cowgirls, eat a dick. Matter of fact, sit on this motherfucking spin around like a Harlem Globetrotter. You bitch you. That's how I am. This Raiders are nothing. I ain't not gonna steer away from this shit. I'm just waiting for this shit to be, hey, make Raiders great again. Like Joe Morey's hat. Let's make Raiders. When we gonna make the Raiders great again, bruh? Come on now. Mark Davis, you done made the Aces a threat in the WNBA. These motherfuckers is a dynasty. 3 championships in 4 years. You got the blueprint, not maybe the basketball, but I'm saying it's all about getting the right leadership in order so they can bring the right talent to the team, whether it's through trade or draft. I think Spytek is him. You got to remember, this is Spytek's first year as a GM. It took after the draft for him to go get old boy from Philadelphia and Denver. Look at Denver and Philadelphia right now. Look at Denver, bruh. No, and nobody. Hey, everybody say I say fuck Bo Nix because he not a Duck no more. But what I told y'all coming out of Oregon, this motherfucker's the son of a coach. This motherfucker plays this game. He may not be Peyton Manning, but he's efficient. He don't do what Geno do, and he's getting paid a whole lot less than Geno Smith. Go figure. We could have saved money, and we could have got Geico. But what did we get? We got Geico. We thought we was getting invested in the team with Geico and fucked around and got Geico because this motherfucker playing hella gay. Geno is playing hella gay. God dang, man. All I see every time he throw the ball is rainbows and fucking unicorns. Bruh, we want touchdowns. Fuck a rainbow. Let the Niners keep the rainbows. You know what I mean? But with that being said, man, I ain't gonna hold y'all up. I appreciate all 51 of y'all here watching and then extra on Instagram, man. Salute to y'all, man. I'll be back tomorrow. We're gonna talk this shit some more. We're gonna address other issues with this team that needs to be addressed in order for the nation. The ones who buy the tickets, who buy the high-ass, expensive-ass concessions, the one who catch planes out here from other states, play for high, expensive-ass hotels, buy jerseys, hats, and every other kind of memorabilia that says Raider or have the shield on it. I'm talking to us. Y'all need to start winning for us. We pay y'all motherfucking salary. Yeah, y'all like cops. We pay your salary. It ain't tax dollars. It's what is it? It's what's the word I'm looking for? It's damn. I got the perfect term for it, and I can't remember what the fuck it is. It is a voluntary forfeiture, is what we're giving you money for. We voluntarily forfeit this money for tickets, for jerseys, hats, and all that shit. We need something to be changed. We need to at least see progress. I see regression. When you go from a 2-4 record and then not even that. The last two what was it? Not the last 2 games, because we beat Tennessee, but that's not nothing. We're not gonna go down Bourbon Street and have a parade. We beat Tennessee, and then we go ahead and we fucking play. I'm about to cry. We go to Kansas City, and didn't score a fucking point. Geno didn't even break 100 yards in total offense. Not one single point. 31-0. Kansas City took a knee before the 2-minute warning. And then people hollering Kenny Pickett. Hey, what did Kenny Pickett come in and do when he came in? What did I tell you about small hands? See, y'all gonna listen to me one day. I may not be the brightest motherfucker or the sharpest knife in the motherfucking drawer. I guarantee you, you hit me, use me to hit him in the sternum or in the liver, I'm taking him out just as well. I told you, Kenny Pickett got them little ass baby hands, and all he's gonna be liable. His liability is fumbling the ball. He can't grip the ball with one hand with 8-inch hands. Come on, bruh, 8-inch hands. So when he's back here getting ready to throw, they hit his hand. That motherfucking ball, I guarantee you, they hit his hand. That ball's fumbling every single time. Ain't no 99.9%. It's 100% of the time he's gonna fumble if they get their hand on that ball while he's cocked back to throw. Man, Vince Evans, let's bring back Leftwichers. You know, come on, bruh. But like I said, we're paying this dude money. Thank God we can get out of it. I think we can take a minimal hit after this year, or just keep him 2 years, bruh. He might end up being a backup. Now, I take him as a backup. Geno Smith will be a great backup. But we'll see. If we go in the draft and go quarterback, which I'm assuming that's the mission. There's too many good quarterbacks that's going to be in this draft to go out and get and develop and sit for a year. So the contract they gave Geno was for a reason. It's for a reason. D Nice in the Mickey Ficky building, man. Salute to you.
My name is D Nice. My name is D Nice.
So I assume that's their goal. They didn't like last year's draft with the quarterbacks. I don't blame them. Jackson Dart's the only one that showed promise. Well, I ain't gonna say Shador because they doing him dirty. I think he's gonna be solid. Dylan Gabriel's a rookie. Cam Ward, we'll see what he becomes, if anything. You know what I mean? But this year's draft coming, oh my God. You grab the right one, bruh. There's going to be a selection, and a lot of these teams already laid claim to their franchise quarterback. So there's going to be some quarterbacks to fall between the cracks and right into our laps. Damn, I'm going platinum. There's going to be some QBs to fall in between the cracks and land right in our lap. And that's going to be our franchise guy. We're going to finally get him because we keep recycling this old shit. Don't turn my 7-Up bottle, plastic 7-Up bottle, into a dildo for my girlfriend. Don't do that shit. I don't want to hear fizzing when she's using this shit. Now, I don't mind if she smell like lemon lime, but no, don't convert. I don't want no recycled 7-Up bottle into a dildo. That's for my girl. I don't want that. She don't need one of them. I got some shit with some skin on it. I got some shit with some skin on it. You know what I mean? And I'll tickle your soul. But that enough being said, man. Hey, I'm Lunatic Raider, man. We having fun with this shit. Like I said, I'm not getting depressed. There's more things in life to be depressed over this bullshit ass team that get out there and don't do shit. Fuck that. That's y'all business. That's y'all business. Y'all take care of that shit, because I can't do it. And I'm going to be here waiting to see if you can change the direction of this franchise and get us back to being proud Raider fans of this roster, of this team, and hopefully one day we'll be able to see us grace the playoffs and try to make something happen. That's all I'm asking before my last days. That's my last will and testament. I want to see the Raiders at least get to the AFC Championship. We don't know. And another one, man. Hey, rest in peace, Doug Martin, passed away in Oakland, man. Police custody. I don't think it was foul play. I have other reasons of believing. They said his family said he was dealing with mental health. And I do believe football is a big factor when it comes to CTE. So that could have been a factor in it. And I'm knowing from that position because that was something my younger brother went through. In high school football, he had so many concussions. And I'm pretty sure CTE is what he suffered from in his later years. because the doctors told him he couldn't play football no more because one more hit could be like lights out. You know what I mean? So what a lot of people do who's dealing with mental illness or even this situation with CTE, they might, and I'm not saying this what Doug Martin did, but they might turn to drugs to help cope with what they're doing. And one of the drugs out there that will catch you slipping and take you out quick is fentanyl. From experience, I know this. That's what took my brother out. Sometimes you don't know what's in the drugs you're getting. So that's one thing I'm assuming that it could be something like that. You know what I mean? So we'll see later on when the toxicology tests come back and see exactly cause of death. But like I said, man, I've been down this road. I know what that shit look like. I know what CTE look like. I know how it changes a person's whole demeanor. They seem to be bipolar, but it's a lot of things going on with the brain with CTE that causes situations like this to unfold, man. So prayers out to to their family, and y'all love your loved ones too. Keep them close. You know what I mean? If anybody got problems, man, sit down and talk to them. Let's get these people some help so they can live a long and prosperous life and not end it soon over a mistake. You know what I mean? Of choices. So with that being said, man, I'm Lunatic Raider. You've been watching the Lunatic Raider show, and I'll be back tomorrow, same Raider time, same Raider channel, man. Y'all be easy, love your loved ones, man, and I'll see y'all tomorrow. I'm Lunatic Raider, and I'm out this bitch.